Hey guys, this is Theo. I'm back. Just talking a little bit more about the retrofit cable that the C9 bulbs come on. If you notice, right, they don't come with the bulbs attached. You do have to get the bulbs separately, but it does make it easy for you to customize and get things put together the way that you want and the customer wants to make it a better overall experience, right? So all you have to do is just take the bulb out and screw it into where you need it, right? It's a whole unit, it's all put together. There shouldn't be any issues there. So what we're going to talk about here today is just how this retrofit cable works. If you notice, it comes in spools. The spools are going to be standard of 500 feet or 1,000. They're going to come standard 12 inches apart. They come in green or white. Most people are going to use green. That's what we provide. If you do need it, we can take care of it as well. They also do have some 15-inch ones as well. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over this retrofit cable here, kind of how to put it together, prep it, kind of how you would want to do things for your job. So one of the great things about it is that you can kind of fit it to match the roof of the house that you're dealing with. So if it's 8 foot across, it's got like an 8-foot arch, you can cut however long you want it and put the different male and female plug ends that are on it, however you want it. I'll kind of show you how that works. So what I'm going to do is roll out a little few bulbs here, get it nice and cut for you. So it's pretty simple to do. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one end. So let's say we're gonna start with our male plug here. So if you see here, inside the piece that I'm holding here, this is the male plug. It's gonna have 2 metal pieces on the inside. What this does is allows us to cut and taper off the wire and allow us to make multiple sections, different things like that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the wire and you're gonna slide it. There's gonna be a little hole here. You're gonna flatten it across the top to where it's flush with the surface. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one of these cable covers. Each one of these female and male plugs come with a cable cover each, and so you should have one for each one of them. And whenever you slide this on top, it should allow enough pressure for it to pinch and seal and hold correctly like it should. And for the female plug inside, right, it's gonna have the same type of thing. You've still got the 2 metal connectors on the inside that conducts the electricity that's running through the wire. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna push it in, there's gonna be a little hole at the end, just like there was at the other side. You're gonna push it flat, flush, make sure that it's in there pretty good. And then you're gonna slide the cap cover on, just like we did with the other side. Get it nice and in there. And then we're good to go. If you know the length of the roof or things like that, you could possibly taper off some of the sections or cut, or you could put the bulbs in beforehand, or even apply clips or things as well. So what we do provide is clips. These are some shingle clips that we have. It just slides into the shingle and allows the light to stay put along the roof line. It's one of the most efficient ways to do it, so that's why we carry them. So you just attach it to the base of the bulb there. That's really all there is to it. So, I mean, it may seem simple, but whenever you're doing like 500, 1,000, 1,500 bulbs, right? Doing this to each one of the bulbs on the job wastes a lot of time. So we're not trying to waste a lot of time here, trying to be as efficient as possible. And that way you can make the most money doing this for your business and for your job. Another thing that you can do with these female clips is you can put them in the center of the wire as well. So in case that you need to provide power in a different direction or the wires run a little differently, you can take another one of the female clips, right? And you can put it on here somewhere. Let me show you how that works. So right, if you notice on the end there's gonna be a little tab that's already basically pre-cut for you. You just gotta peel it back. So you wanna get that, cut it, take it off there, or peel it back a little bit. And now we have a full pass-through area so that we can go straight across. So we're gonna do it like we did before. We're gonna push it flush, right? Make sure it sits flat in there. And then we're going to take our cap and we're gonna slide it on. But you wanna do it from the side that you didn't cut from, otherwise it won't slide on correctly. So you wanna take, there we go. So if you notice on the cap as well, one side's gonna be slanted. That's gonna be the side you slide on. And then one side's gonna have a block side on it. You're not gonna be able to slide it on very well if you try using that side. Trust me, I know. There we go. So you see there, and now you can just plug in your extension cord or another cable into it, and then you can just keep your wire going and still provide power to the line. We do sell these in bags as well. Most people will just get the same amount of each. So if you get 50 of the male, you get 50 of the female plugs. We sell them in bags of $500. If you want less, we can portion them out for you as well. It just really depends on what you need for your customer and what you need for your business as well. So on this cable, we're gonna run it, test it, see how it works. Just a few quick things to mention as well is that whenever you're dealing with like electrical stuff outside, don't tape these connections or anything like that. When it comes to these, when it comes to any of the other lights that you're gonna be using or things like that, you might think that you're trying to seal it off, that it might prevent it from collecting the water where it needs to, but water's gonna get in there somehow, and then it's not gonna have the ability to evaporate. And so it's just gonna collect, and then it's just gonna create problems. So by trying to be preventive, it's actually just gonna create more problems altogether, and we don't want that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna screw in some of these bulbs, if I don't lose them. I wanna make sure they're nice and secure in there, because if they're not, then they just won't turn on because you don't have them in tight enough. So always wanna make sure you test your bulbs too. So don't wanna go out there with a bag of dead bulbs that doesn't work, and that just looks bad on you, and then that creates problems for your business as well. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and plug these in and see how this works. So I'm just gonna take the female end that's on the end of my light strip I got around me here. We're gonna plug it in. If you see all the bulbs turn on, we wanna make sure that they look well. So make sure you test them all whenever you get them. Always test your lights. Always test your lights. Always test your stuff. It's just always best. One more thing to mention is that, I mean, it may seem simple, but don't put two male plugs on the same strip of wire that you're dealing with. Should be pretty self-explanatory, but it will cause some problems. So just don't do it. All right, guys, and so this is our C9 bulbs. You can see them in the dark, so you see them a little bit better. And you really see that faceted look and how it shines out, and it looks really nice. That's why we have those bulbs, because they look a lot better. So you can really see the big differences between the warm white and the pure light bulbs there. So it is quite a big difference. And then you can see the red ones as well. Now you can mix and match the lights too, depending on how you want to do it. If you want to run red and pure white, then you can. It's a pretty good look for a house. All right, and so that's what our C9 bulbs look in the dark here. So this is gonna be it for the C9 retrofit cord here. If you like what you saw, you can always visit our website. We're gonna leave a link down in the description below. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call. My name's Theo Serrano. I'm a sales rep here at Powerwash.com. I'll probably be one of the ones answering the phone, so I'll be more than happy to help you out with any questions or things that you may have. And we'll see you next time.